we are here with a very amazing facilitator and a great moderator. We had the chance to work with her in previous editions of RISE PECOWorld Summit. I'm going to do a very quick introduction, but before that, I wanted to tell you that during our initial sessions with entrepreneurs, we have been speaking about how partnership and collaboration are so important. And today, Neha Vatsala is going to talk about partnership for progress and how you can amplify your impact by collaboration and by partnership. To do a quick introduction of Neha, she is a visionary entrepreneur and also founder of Vats Creation. She has a passion of blending creativity and eco-conscious solutions. She has refined the landscape of responsible business. She's been playing a key role in shaping many brands and contributes to various social impact projects. She is also an author of Fortitude at 40 and continues to inspire through storytelling and advocacy for meaningful change. I think this is a formal introduction, but informally, Neha has been a person who goes out very fearlessly and collects people. And I think she's one of the best person to talk about collaboration and for impact. And Neha, very happy to have you here and looking forward to learn a lot from you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Teresa. Seeing your energy after a whole day back to back panel, I am getting lots of energy from you itself. Thank you so much. And yes, we have been working for long, thanks to Deepak who connected me to RISE Foundation. It's been our fourth or fifth year. Generally, it is my team who comes in front, and I have a lot of trainers. But this year, I decided, okay, let's do it. And Teresa has been part of my lot of offline events. So after meeting Teresa, I was really inspired to get more associates associated with RISE Foundation. And I am expecting one of my another co-speaker. We have some reception issue, but if in case she comes it okay, otherwise we'll have some recorded versions with from her. Awesome. Perfect. So welcome all. Okay, so Teresa leaves me alone here. So how do I know if you guys are listening to me? I can see some people are here. If you guys can just say hello in the chat. If you have attended a RISE Foundation event before, the one way you can communicate with me through during the session is through the chat. So Vikas, thank you for responding. So for everyone, Vikas is my very close team member and he works with me for a lot of projects. So keep typing hello, hi over there so that I know that people are here. And we'll make it a very engaging session. But to start with, I want to talk on the SDG, which is one of the themes of RISE Foundation this time, the SDG 17 in particular, for which under which we can have this networking, collaboration, and partnership. So if you will go back to all these SDGs and do a little bit of research, SDG 17 is something that says partnership for goals. And this emphasizes the importance of any kind of global or local partnership in fostering of innovation, sharing of resources, and creating a scalable impact. So knowing the fact that it is not in India or it is not in your local city, it is a global platform. The SDGs are global platform where people across the world talk in the same language. So if I want to collaborate with somebody in US and I don't know what is their field and what is their expertise or which SDG they are. So UN has created this SDGs where we can go and just say, okay, I'm working on SDG 17. Do you work with me? Do you want to collaborate? XYZ. So that is a very good thing of narrowing down all the projects that is going across the world. This particular session of building the bridges, where we want to harness the partnership for the sustainable impact. Also, this will help us explore how meaningful collaboration can drive the changes. So there can be a lot of collaboration, but it should be a meaningful collaboration, right? Also, I very strongly believe, and my company Vats Creation, which is into marketing and brand building, and recently a year back we started a concept called community building. So we do community building as a service for all our clients. So over there we very strongly believe that partnerships are more than just a shared goals, right? They're about leveraging each other's strength, aligning their visions, and building ecosystem that benefit everyone. So there is no use of a partnership which is in which only one party is getting benefited, right? So it should be basically mutual in nature, taking advantage of all the strengths that my company has, your company has. I do not want to partner with you. If you come and give me, you may give me a feedback, but if you come back and give me 10 things you don't like about my company, I would not want to partner with you. So we have to think about the strengths of the company we are partnering with, or a criteria. It can be a criteria to choose with. Who to partner with. Like obviously individual is always there, but for an organization or for a entrepreneur or for any company, uh, places like government houses, business, non-profit organization, individual is always there. All the stakeholders play a very crucial role in addressing the global challenges. Like, what is the most biggest challenge that we have is poverty, right? Climate change. We can see the impact this year has been crazy, and inequality, another thing which is in mostly all the countries. So how we can partner and collaborate with brands or government or NGOs across the world to reduce, maybe not close or just shut it down together, how to reduce these issues a little bit, to start with locally, maybe globally, and then five countries at the same time, depending on our skills or all our capability and also our passion for that particular area we are choosing. So through this dialogue today, we will get into the art of creating impactful partnership using technology and community building strategies, something which my team here, Vikas, Chandan, they all have been doing very well. How we can build a community, not by just talking. So today I may be talking, but what is that I will be doing after this session to build a community of What's creation people, or of people who are of Rise Foundation, or a cause. I may find somebody who is into branding. So what is that we do in community building, and not just old school style, but also by using the technology. This all helps us to build trust and bring in more synergy. So other than that, we towards the end, we'll also discuss some real world success stories and the lessons that, from failed collaboration. That is something I really love. Uh, People say that, because of fear of failure, we do not make an attempt. But I very strongly believe that failure is a great learning platform. So even if we are failing 10 times and then we get success in the 11th time, that itself is also a great deal, because we tried. People who do not try are already a failure. So let's try. There's no harm in trying. Nothing is perfect. Whatever collaboration, sometime out of 15 collaboration, 5 will not come back to you, 10, 3 will not, vision will not match, but there will be one or two that you will hit, and it will be a long life collaboration, or maybe some restricted time frame. So all talking about all this, we will be also offering towards the end some actionable insight for you guys, and anything, whatever you are into it. So whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you are a student, I have a lot of people a lot of my engineering gang have joined here. Anything is collaboration, partnering is important. So I'm going to start. I don't know if I can try to get Ritika. Uh, Otherwise, we will have some recorded. This will anyways get recorded. I'm going to quickly start with the practical tools, that will amplify the collective efforts for a greater outcome. Whatever field you are in, mostly it will be applicable. If not, then you can just ping me on chat that which industry you're from, and we can come back with a solution. But one of the tool that we use and we suggest to our clients is collaboration platforms, right? So these are tools like Asana, ClickUp, or Basecamp, Streamline projects management across the partners. So that really helps us to work with partners across the globe. So I'm sure some of us are using that. Otherwise, you can research on it. So we will also put it there in the chat. I don't know if, or I have some people I can see. I can take a 30-second break. If you can tell, is there any tool if you guys are using right now? It will be more than, I'll be more than happy to read while I talk. There are a lot of tools we use in the IT world. So what is that you're using? Keep writing about it. So I see Teresa is using Asana. Very nice. So let's keep building that. We'll talk about it in details. The other practical tool to amplify our collective effort is the Crow branding solution. So we use, if you would see an app that has gone viral like crazy, is Canva Pro or Adobe Express, and it has become like crazy. People across the world are using it. So one team is leaving it in draft 1 and another team in the morning is finishing it in draft 2. Me and Vikas, and I don't know if Kriti has joined, we use it like crazy. So we have a version 1, 2, 3, and by in next 12 hours, whichever time zone we are, the marketing material or with PPT or any kind of funding presentations that we are making is done. So we should learn using that. If you do not have a Canva Pro in any field, in whichever sector you're from, it really helps. So if you have not taken a Canva Pro, I think it's a must. Adobe Express is also good. So let's research on those also. The third way is how do we impact measurement, right? For example, we are doing so much of effort, so much of deliverables. How do we measure it, right? So tools like Survey Monkey, it's a poll, it's a Google kind of Google form, Impact Mapper, Kobo Toolbox. These help us to measure the outcome of a collaborative effort. So for example, there are more than 1 or 2, 3, 4 partners. This is going to help us for that. Again, Survey Monkey, Impact Mapper, Kobo Toolbox, you can research. We'll also discuss about it if time permits us. But these are really nice apps you can download and research on it and start using with your team across the globe. Then the fourth one is our resource sharing hubs. So this most of us must be using it. It is platforms like Google Workshop, Dropbox, so that we have efficient documentation and resource sharing happens for bigger files and everything. So I think most of us are using it, but this also should be mentioned. And my most favorite area, because we are into social media also, the social media amplification. You would see that there are teams who are present in all platforms, right? LinkedIn and all. So do you want to go and type everywhere separately, or do you use tools like be a smart social media manager and use tools like Hootsuite, Buffer, and coordinate and amplify the joint campaigns that you are doing for your client or for your own company for maximum reach? So that's something really for people who are into digital marketing. This is something really to explore and get into it. I think with this, the tools part is covered, but thank you, Teresa, for letting us know what all you're using. Others can also let me know. This will also help me also realize if there's something which I am not using and I should also start using that or suggest to my clients. Maybe slowly we can move towards the, strategies for, forging effective and impactful partnership. Now these were tools, right? If you are maybe a solo or you are just 2 people, 3 people. Now, how do you decide, what are the criteria to decide a very impactful partnership? Again, this can be on a basis of it's individual, with a government, with an NGO, with your clients, with anybody. Basic requirement will be the same for everyone. So the first one is very basic MBA word, SWOT analysis. All of us know. So we have tools like SWOT analysis. If you know that we have the strength, weakness, that template is there. We have parameters like the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. So for example, I want to collaborate with RISE Foundation, and I have already collaborated. When I was about to collaborate, I did a SWOT analysis. What is that my strength? What is that will be my weakness? What is the opportunities that I'll get? What is the threat if I collaborate with them for 10 years? So the moment you do that, you'll get a default vision that I need to do. Go ahead with it. The threats are more. Oh, weaknesses are more. So that is something you just need to put it on a sheet or anywhere. So it's a very basic term. We do it with a lot of our projects. For partnership, it's the first thing that we should do. The other one is partnership framework. So we have tools like collaborative impact Canva, again helps it to outline the objectives, roles and deliverables very clearly. So that is where you can, go ahead and have a defined combined vision and mission and everything. The other ones are the CRM tool, which I think again most of the IT people who are here are using it. Platforms like HubSpot, Zoho is very famous, Zoho CRM, track partners, and these help us to ensure streamlined communication. So these are the way. Another one is mutual value proposal, right? We have tools like what is it called, Miro, right? Notion already. Teresa has mentioned Notion for collaborative brainstorming and having a great partnership benefit. So using all this tool, if you figure it out that okay, this particular partner is going to be of beneficial to me, and then you have a measuring criteria, that is where you decide to go ahead, right? Now we again have some kind of another parameters, which is aligning the goals for mutual benefit and progress. The first one is goal mapping, right? How do we define our goals? So tools like Trello or monday.com, these help us to visualize goals and ensure alignment through shared roadmap. You can just put it on your Google and research if you have not started using it, or you can just ping something over here. We'll get back with more details. We have the shared KPIs. So many companies will only recruit a digital media company. So a lot of our clients start with us talking about KPIs. What is that? We will be delivering in 3 months, 6 months. So we use software like Tableau or Google Data. We cannot do it on daily basis, right? Manually. So we use some tools for the key performance indicator. Then we have the alignment checklist, right? So that's another thing in the branding world also is very, very important. We use templates like Airtable to ensure both parties' goals are measurable, time bound, and complementary. So these are the things, depending on your sector, you can choose which is more applicable to you. There are few which are still old school on Excel and all, but then if it is a bigger client or if it is a bigger collaboration, the more technology that we use, the better results it will be. And at the end of the day, when it's okay for a 6-month project, but if you're collaborating with them for 2 years, 3 years, that's when these tools are very helpful. The final one is Slack and Team. These are the feedback loops that we have. Slack, Teams, they help us to get the real-time communication to address any kind of misalignment that we have. So most of the words you must have heard beforehand. If not, these are all here. We can share some more details. But the end goal, and the end goal of all the kind of parameters that we discussed, the tools that we discussed, is that how we can, use the technology and how we can, get more creative also at the same time and collaborate with more people at the same time. So for example, all of us have 24 hours in a day, right? All of us have that 4 hours of the day where we have kept to collaborate and network with people. How do I do that in a more structured way? How do I do that in a more defined way? And how do I do that in a more amplified way is when I start using these tools. And this applies to any industry. So for example, I need to do a broadcast, and for today I was going live. So I had to do broadcast. So if I start doing one by one, I will reach maximum 50 people. But if I put it somewhere on my social media or I use a broadcast tool, that will be a little faster. So these are the way when same individual, same company, same brand, getting same hours of time, maybe having the same skill set, but by using these tools can achieve a little more better. I don't need to say that, but then yes, the fact that we get so carried away in our daily day-to-day activity that we do not put aside some time to streamline this thing. And with partnership and with collaboration is when you have a peer pressure from your partners to be more structured, more collaborative, and more streamlined. So that's why one of the reason I very strongly believe that sometimes just have a partner as an advisor. Even if you're not working directly, just have few advisors tell them to review you every 15 days, whether it is your individual contributions or achievements, or whether it's your companies, or whether it's a project, so that you have a mapping, or you know what is that you did 15 days before and what is that you did not, you are supposed to do in the next 15 days. So with this, I'll take a little break and then I'll just check with people on our chat over here. Is there something that they want to cover, or is there something, if they have any open questions? Vikas, Chandan, like I can see a lot of people. Shiva. Nice, nice. Thank you guys for joining. Else we'll keep talking. Okay. I'm going to come back to my favorite collaboration, which I had recently. And Deepak is not here for now. Deepak is Vats Creations collaboration with RISE Infinity Foundation. So if you see, so all those who have attended the inaugural yesterday and the other sessions that we are having every year, I think towards the same time frame, November, December, January, the whole basis, and Teresa, please stop me anytime if you want, the whole foundation is based on collaboration, right? If you would see the number of speakers that they have, the number of panels that they are doing, the number of topics they are covering, the number of experts that they have, is the whole base of this work is collaboration. And the reason Vats Creation team is sitting here is the same. So RISE Foundation, RISE Infinity Foundation itself is a great example for us to research and learn that how I can collaborate with 10 other more brands and how I can work with others, learn with others, and grow with others. So for me, RISE Infinity Foundation, for those who are new, it helps us, exemplifies how meaningful the collaboration can drive transformative impact, right? By bringing together diverse, that's the key thing over here, since it is an online live sessions, we have people from across the world. And it's such a great learning we all had during the COVID time. And many people continued to do the same, that, okay, we'll not go local, we'll only go global, which is a good thing, because on the same topic, you can get to hear from people across the world. So RISE Infinity Foundation has now created an ecosystem of empowerment, sustainability, and innovation, right? Their partnerships are built on a foundation of like trust. We don't sign any MOU or something. We just have email communications. We know the deliverables. We know the team is here. Yash is here. Teresa is here. The team is here. The work is allocated. The sessions are allocated. So there is a trust that happens between the partner, vendor, and the organizers. We have a shared value. Why am I here? Why are you guys here? We have a shared value. There's something, a shared learning, and a very clear objective which enables them and us to amplify our reach and their reach and impact also. So these are the two, the reach and the impact. The more we collaborate, definitely increases. And obviously we just can't collaborate with everybody on the world. So you have to just see their mission and vision are matching with yours. They have initiatives like, skill building programs. We also do something at Vats Creation, community projects, and sustainability drives. They demonstrate the power of, collective effort in addressing pressing social challenges. Their ability to align goals, that is very important, that, okay, they have a goal. Can they align it with Vats Creation's goal? Can they align with the other partner's goal? Foster transparency and maintain a mutual respect stands as a testament to effectiveness of collaboration. So that is something very, very basic. So, with this, I would, I love the word collaboration. Like I myself personally and my company it's one of our very key deliverables. We collaborate a lot. So I work for a lot of brands where my only role is to help them collaborate with others. And that's something I just love to do. My team members love to do. We just collaborate the correct team and the correct tech team, or the correct sales team, or the correct team in the digital world. Sometimes they are not able to find the good digital partners or somebody as an advisor. So collaboration is basically, cornerstone of sustainable progress, as demonstrated by, as we can see, our organizers, RISE Infinity Foundation. And it is not just working together, कि just आ गए session attend कर लिए, but about co-creating solutions, sharing resources, right? And building a future that will benefit all. So the key to successful partnership lies in a shared vision, effective communication, and a commitment to driving mutual growth. When organizations collaborate with purpose, they unlock limitless potential for positive change. So that is what is happening right now. And with this, I would really like to thank Rise Infinity Foundation to giving us a chance year by year to share whatever topic we at What's Creation align with, and we at What's Creation strongly believe in it. So, with this, guys, I have a very basic advantages of collaboration covered. Uh, Maybe I can get a hello hi from everyone. I can have a very engaging quiz. But before that, Teresa, if you will allow me, I would like to share a little experience I had in the morning during the founders session. There were around 20 identified founders, all great leaders. There was one point, Teresa, I really loved. I don't know if you can hear me. Is when one of the one of the founder asks that collaborate, network. The key to all of this is ask, right? Do I, how do I ask? Or can I ask? Will you collaborate with me? And that's when that point came, which I really loved, is what is the limit of that ask? Where is that we have to stop? So for example, I want to collaborate with Amitabh Bachchan for one of my brand, and I'm not getting the response. So I would not go and start stalking him. So there is a professional thin line we need to maintain, applies to the LinkedIn connections that we sent. That, okay, I want to collaborate. So you would see your inboxes these days on LinkedIn must be crowded with the collaboration request. And they keep texting you. Some of them are even AI generated, some of them are bots. How do what is the point where you have to stop? Either to say no also is a very tough job. And what is that when you realize that this guy is very important for me, but they are not responding? So that is another topic we would definitely cover. I really like that in the morning session. I really wanted to share. That's one more thing we should learn a bit when we get out in the world. People who are in the marketing world, people who are in the branding world, it's not that everybody is not sitting for us. So that's another thing we should learn, where to stop. And whoever has seen your work, your skill, or let them just show your work. Just deliver something in some other project, just show them this is what we delivered, and then they will come back. So I think with this, I would quickly wrap up the session that we have with jumping quickly into a yes or no question. If people are there still on the chat, we'll be very happy. Good, yes, because I can see that. So I'm going to just ask 3 to 4 yes or no question. Just feel free to type over here on our chat. It is basically to review
Neha,
your
just wanted
yes,
Neha,
yes.
sorry, I've come in over here. Just wanted to give you a heads up that a couple of people messaged me that they cannot see chat due to technical issues. But in the Q&A section, you can see one question from Aishwarya. She's asking if you can type the name of the tools that you use for collaboration.
Okay.
And she didn't catch that. So maybe we can try and do poll and see if people can see that and respond to it. Yeah. You tell me the
Got
question,
it.
I'll set up the poll. It's yes and no, right?
It's yes and no. Yeah, right. They can't reply. You can reply. Basically, Teresa, you don't even have to tell me. I'm totally fine. The
Fine.
fact, so just a self retrospection kind of thing. And Aishwarya, I will come back. I'll just type your answer after the questions, or when I take a break. I'll reply to you quickly. It's something basically you can just keep the answers in your mind and just see how many out of 4, how many yes, and how many. I do have 10 questions, but I'll not extend for so long. Like, for example, all the first question can be, you are in a partnership, are all the parties actively contributing to the agreed goal, right? If you are not, hypothetically think of a project you are doing and there are 3 partners, 3 co-founders have collaborated. Are 3 of them are contributing to the agreed goals, right? So you can just think of a yes or a no. The communication channel between the partners is open, transparent, and consistent. Is the communication channel open, transparent, and consistent? Again, you can think the answer of yes and no. Maybe another one I can say is, do you guys regularly assess the progress and realign it if needed? Again, think of it as a yes or no. And the final one can be, do you feel motivated and confident about continuing that partnership? Right? So you don't have to tell me if you're not able to type, that's okay. Yes or no. But you know the answer in your mind. If you have answered yes for most of the questions, and we have more questions similarly, and you can just go to any platform and ask these questions. If you have answered yes, that means you're on the correct path with your present partners. If they are letting you discuss, if you're letting you reassess the KPIs, that okay, after every year, month, we were supposed to do this, they are not taking feedbacks, they are not meeting only, there is no communication, things are just, for example, it's a social media team thing, things are getting just posted without any approval, without any discussion among the three partners. So that those are the red flags. So among the questions that we asked right now, if your answers were yes, then you're good.
Neha, there are people who have responded to poll. So we can't see the number of people who have responded, but the first question, are all parties contributing to agreed goals? So there is
Nice.
yes and no, 50%, 50%. And do you regularly assess the progress and realign it? 67.7% have written yes and 33% have written no. I
Wow,
mean,
nice.
okay, all parties contributing, people have changed their answer. 100% have said that no, all parties are not contributing to agreed goals, which is
Right.
fair because not everywhere, wherever the partnership happens, everybody contributes to the agreed goals, which is a real reflection of what happens in real life scenarios. Yeah, I
Correct.
think the first question I was able to capture only two. The first question that you had mentioned was, do you regularly assess the progress and realign it? The numbers have changed again. Yes has become 75% and no has become 25%.
Wow, this is nice. Thank you so much for typing so fast, Riza. I was about to do and you did it for me. This is good. This is so nice. So, this question, are all parties, maybe we can spend a minute on it. Are all parties contributing to agreed goals? So, for people who have typed no, just go back and research a bit. Are they your family members? Are they your best friend, or are they your roommate with whom you started this company? That's where these problems happen. The time when you were seeing the vision, there was nobody around you. So you go to the people who are the closest with a little bit less of professional MOUs, professional clarity. Bhai, if I'm, oh God, I'm starting something, I'll be with you, buddy. And because if you can, type something on your experience, I have a lot of my college alumni group has joined. Those are the time when you have not assessed your goals, and then after 3 4 years, you have gained a lot of skills, your visions have changed, but your initial co-founder would have not. So that is the time when you have to think of that partnership. It also happens, like I myself work as a branding manager for a lot of companies, and after a year their budget changes, my clients, their vision changes, my deliverables also, it's not that it's one sided. I would have said that I will deliver 100, and then my speed of delivering do not match their speed of achievements or whatever has to be posted. So that's when, after, and the MOU has been signed for 1 year, but the 6 month itself we are starting to have problems. So there should be a predefined 6 month, 3 month discussion panel setup, that let's have sit and reassess every 3 months. And there is no harm in saying goodbye, instead of just being in a, it's like a being in a bad relationship and just saying, oh guys, bas nibhana hai, somehow we have to go. No, it's better because it is good for both of you, whether you are a client, whether you are the one who is providing the services. So this is pretty good. Thank you so much, Teresa. With this, we can go to the some other questions where, again, we can self analyze, you know that or how do you, maybe it's okay, I wanted to do some more questions, but it's okay, with people who have more no's, right? I can see this one has gone to 75. Okay, the four things that you really need to do if you're having more of no's. I just asked four questions, but there are many similar questions on the Google world, you can check. You need to maintain your momentum, very important. Enhance your collaboration. Monitor your success. How do you gauge it? Monitor your success and KPI, and celebrate the wins. So this is where when you have, did I say no? When you are doing good with the collaboration, when you are having problems with the collaboration, you need to obviously identify the gaps, revisit the objective, improve your communication, and if needed, if it is like I'll not mention the brand. I work for a brand which is owned by two brothers. Obviously, they cannot cut their relationship, right? So they have kept us as an advisor just to help them give facts and figures, numbers, all the predictions when there's a conflict between both the founders. So engage advisors, engage talented advisors, mentors, and that's when this no will start converting into yes, and then you will have an internal poll. So this really helps us to identify the gap. And then if all of this is not working, then time to move on. Think of keep collaborating with new people, network, go out. You will find a lot of people of your type. It may take a month, it may take a year, but then you will find better options. So we should not stick to something which we are not comfortable with, and it's taking more of our energy and resource. I think with this, I would want to have quick wrap up, but if anybody over here has some real life example, if they are aware of happening, can be any, like I would start with one, and if you have another one, I'll go back to the chat and see which you see is really has impacted one of the SDGs, or in any ways any kind of collaboration you would have heard in news. So I am going to start with the one I wrote a blog about it also, is if you would have heard the news where Puma renamed themselves as PVMA, right? I hope you guys saw that news. Is there anyone in the chat here who can tell me why Puma rebranded themselves? I think it's temporary as PVMA. If anyone can type, please, I'll take a screenshot of the name and, oh, good. So before I could announce the prize, Satika replied, perfect. Yes, Vikas also knows. So that's a huge deal, right? For a brand to rename their name for an influencer is a huge deal. And for us, from the branding perspective, it's a huge respect that they are giving to her. So this is a collaboration. I give hats off to PV Sindhu's team for getting this done. It's a huge thing. Whether it is for 6 months, a year, or something, at the end of the day, the PR team, the branding team of PV Sindhu did a great job. So similar collaborations, if you would know, I think Coca-Cola and WWF collaborated, right? So they collaborated for a fresh water resources, which reduces the environment impact in its supply chain. So these are some of the the collaboration that has changed the impact on the world. And I think obviously we know about the United Nations and the our SDGs, which is our theme for RISE Infinity Foundation. So United Nations has collaborated. Microsoft, if you know, they have collaborated with non-profit organization where AI for Earth initiatives. So if you can go, if you come back to India, then we have Tata Groups and Indian farmers. They have collaborated. Then I don't know if all of you love Elon Musk. So Tesla has also collaborated with Panasonic. I think they have some battery cells for its electrical vehicles, and the energy stored products. They both have collaborated together. So these collaboration, if Tesla would have decided that, though Elon Musk can think of doing that, I am going to do my own battery, I'm going to do my own So I'm sure he can deliver it in 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. But he was smart businessman when he collaborated with Panasonic. So it's not that we can't do it. It's a smart initiative. It's a smart move that you collaborate with people, even with competitors. It's not that we should not collaborate with competitors. I very strongly believe that we can collaborate with competitors because we have so much of market around for everything in a healthy way with ethics. So collaboration really helps us grow at the same time with the same skill set at a very higher pace. So I think with this, uh, anybody in the chat, if they want to share something, and I'm going to reply to one of this. But if there's anything, Vikas, you want to share, Chandan, uh, Aishwarya, and thank you guys. You guys, while you're talking, do connect with us on LinkedIn. You'll find me as Neha Vatsala and my company as Vats Creation. Ritika Prasad is also there. She was the one who was covering this, Aishwarya, all the tools. I'm just trying to get, yeah. Do you want me to write it here? Yeah. So we have tools like what Aishwarya is asking. I think Asana, ClickUp, that's one, that one, no?
Neha, you can say it. I can type it on the chat.
Thank you so much. I'll be better by the next session. So I love to talk, but then this is a great platform. So I'm also learning. This one is Asana, ClickUp, and Basecamp Streamline. These are the project management partners.
Asana, Clicker, Baseline, and
Basecamp Stream, Basecamp.
yeah, Basecamp, and the last one was
These are for the project management. Okay.
okay.
Now we have the co-branding. Under that, we can use Canva Pro, Adobe Express. Then the third category is impact measurement.
Adobe Express.
Yes. Third is how do
Impact
we
measurement.
impact, right? Impact measurement. Under that, we will have Survey Monkey, Impact Mapper, and Kobo Toolbox.
Zoho.
No, Kobo, Kobo, Kobo Toolbox. One word.
Yeah.
Okay, then the last one is the resource, but that's very common. I think resource sharing ke liye Google Workspace and Dropbox. I think Aishwarya must be knowing that. Social media is good. I have used it. Hootsuite, HWOT Suite, SUITE, and Buffer, BUFFER, social media. So if you want to release one post in all your platforms together, so these kind of tools really help. Hootsuite and Buffer. Maybe I think as before we wrap, everyone, whoever is still around, if you can just give me one line intro, which world you are from, like social media, or you're from food industry, just like pitch yourself. And the best is if I can connect with you all on LinkedIn and also on this platform, it would be really nice. And what is that one thing that you want Teresa to arrange again? One thing I really want to talk about is, or I will definitely put it on my social media, is where to have that where the ask has to stop, and where is that when we, where to stop networking. What is the thin line when it is too much of networking? So that's something I really love to discuss later. But anything else, or you can, DM Teresa, Yash from the organizing team. Again, please connect with me on LinkedIn. Vats Creations is our page. VATS space CREATIONS. And we are there on the RISE Foundation app. Myself, Neha Vatsala, my team member Ritika Prasad. We have Vivek Shukla also joining from our team. Chandan is another volunteer. He works with us very closely in Pune. I see Kriti also there. So thank you guys for being there, and everybody else who's here. Yeah, you go ahead, but I really want to thank you, Triza, among everything else. So for all those who know her, this session, like there's a huge team behind you. Nazima is there. I see Yash and a lot of people. But the fact that being alert and being active and pushing speakers like us or companies like us to sit on a weekday at 7:30 and getting all of you guys listen is not an easy job. So thank you, Teresa, for and I'm so lucky that you're in Pune and I got a chance to meet you. Otherwise it's like a digital world, and we do plan to do a lot of things. Thank you, Yash. Yash has been managing our session for last year and last to last year, and he's a young lad. So we learn so much from young blood also. Nazima was the first person I started talking to in this year. So thanks to you and your whole team. Thanks to RISE Foundation, ma'am, and everyone behind it for the whole concept. It's really nice. It's something we dream to come together. And when you have a platform like this, your half of your work is done. I would have wanted to do a Vats Creation Foundation or something like that. But if RISE is doing it, why not collaborate and do it? So it's a smart collaboration for most of us. So with that, I'm wishing you guys best of luck for your next 2 days, and looking forward for many much more sessions.